Alright, now that you got that, my cutouts do not go all the way, so I can revolve all of this all at the same time. Some of you I think are going to have some wheels like we had on the Audible Blocks Taro that do go all the way, so I think for right now I am just going to revolve just the spoke area, as we like to call it. So I'm going to start off with a revolve of just that top area. So I'll go revolve. That, and I don't really need this at the moment, but I can also throw it in there. And so there is my basic look at what these wheels are going to look like. Not very fancy at the moment. My revolve here became part of the original solid. So one thing I want to show you is the way we're setting this up. You want to make sure that each thing that's going to be a different part is its own solid. So when I did this first revolve, I want to make sure that I click on New Solid. Now, ignore that one, that was from earlier. But now I have this new solid in here. So anything I do to this wheel, I want to make sure I'm doing it to that. So to help me not mess it up later, I'm going to make my other solid invisible for now. I'm not deleting it, I'm just not making it visible. Also, it's an excellent time to save. So I did that, and I've got that on there. And my next move is going to be to try and make those little cutouts. So what I'm going to do is put a sketch on the top here, and if I can't put a sketch on the top, then that is because when I did my revolve, if this part right here is not perfectly perpendicular to this, or in other words, I didn't make this vertical, then I'm not going to have a flat surface to put a sketch on. So if that happens to you, there's your solution. Also, if you have something that's curved, like we had for the Audible Blocks wheel, then this sketch that we're about to do, you could have just done with an offset plane. If you wanted to grab the plane that is parallel to the one you want, click on it, click and drag, and then you've got a plane that's just off to the side here. You can put your little cutout sketch there. We did that with the Audible Blocks vehicle. For this particular one, though, I want that sketch that's right on top of it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clean up a couple things. So thing one I'm going to do is I don't need this sketch to be visible anymore. So I'm going to turn that one off. The one I did the revolve from that's the one that I really want to base everything off of. So I'm going to go back to that. I found this to be pretty useful, so I'm going to grab this, and sometimes it makes us copy and paste twice. It's not really a big deal. I'm going to go into this sketch, and I want to paste in that other one. So it gave me those, but it didn't give me the image. That's happened every time I have tried. Well, there's probably another fix, but it doesn't take very long for me to just come in here, grab just the image, then come back to this sketch and paste in the image. So those are in there, looking pretty good. Also, just for fun here, label that as cutout sketch. This one's going to have this one's going to be a little more complicated than most years. Most years you're going to have this, you extrude through your circular pattern, and you're pretty much done, just like the Audible Blocks one. But this one, since it's got this kind of angled cutout here, this one's a little more complicated. So thank you, Jack, for picking this one. This one, the first go around, was a little bit of a headache, but it looks pretty sweet when you get it done. So now that I've got that, I would like to take this and I would like to move it with the base point of, I want the center of this thing to line up right where my origin is. Now if it's not snapping in there, then project your geometry to project one of these circles and you should get a center point. Once you have that, you should be able to do a move. And it should snap into place. So at this point, I'm going to save this little video and then we'll go to the next step. So just getting the image lined up so that we can do our cutouts. That is the end of this one.